Remember when they came in, the sound of the boots as they went up the steps, the whole building shook. We heard that loud banging on your door over and over again. Mama's phone started ringing. It was your mom. She said, ¿Qué hago? Se lo van a llevar. They're gonna take him. I ran and looked out the kitchen window and there he was. His brown face pressed against the window of his red truck. Green vests, white faces and black boots surrounding him. Coffee spilled. Keys taken, a dream ended. To the station, and you had to stay back with me. You looked me in the eyes and you asked me, ¿Dónde está mi papá? And I didn't know what to say. It's been 7 years since this happened. You are now the same age I was when it did, and I still don't know. Last night, tu papá ran a red light. So today, 5 men with green vests sent him back to El Salvador. I'm too young, or maybe I'm just too angry, but I still don't know what to say. And even though I never said anything, every night when I'm driving, at every stoplight, I think of you. everybody. We are Los Locos. What you're seeing here today is an experiment of seeing to what extent does a song become a poem and does a poem become a song. So we're testing out to see how musical can a poem be, how poetic can a song be. And that's what you're seeing here today, poetry in motion. la alegría y el sufrimiento, los caminos y las autopistas, las casas y los empresarios. Soy los campesinos y los empresarios, los músicos y los poetas. Soy Rubén Darío, soy Eduardo Galeano, soy Neruda, Benedetti, soy Facundo Cabral. Soy Víctor Jara con su guitarra, soy todas las mujeres que dieron la vida por nuestro continente. Soy Frida Kahlo, Violeta Parra, Mercedes Sosa, Arlen Siu. Soy Rigoberta Menchú. Soy la abuela en Plaza de Mayo. Soy los niños en Venezuela que se mueren de hambre, los miles de chilenos que perdieron la vida luchando contra Pinochet. Soy cada preso político pudriéndose en la sombra de su país. Soy cada gota derramada en Palestina. Soy cada sonrisa ahogada cruzando el Río Grande. I'm the 2,975 Boricuas that this government left unnamed, unclaimed, and unidentified in Puerto Rico. Soy los miles de inmigrantes centroamericanos risking their lives every day to enter the same country that 40 years ago was funding the wars that divided our nations. And these were a different type of wars. These were the wars where the enemy dressed up as an ally and from inside a White House made us kill each other. Soy Álvaro Conrado en Nicaragua porque a mí también me cuesta respirar. Y me cuesta respirar en un mundo tan injusto, con gente tan indiferente, un mundo donde muchos tienen que morir por un derecho que otros reciben al nacer. A world where many have to die for others to live. Un mundo where the rich get richer and the poor get deaf. A world where looking for a better life is a crime only for those whose skin is brown. A world split apart by borders, borders put up by our oppressors to keep us, nosotros, from helping each other. And it breaks my corazón to say this, because why should someone have to risk dying in the quest to find a better life? That is why I get up every day. That is why I work so hard. Because it's not about me. It's about them. It's about all of us. It's about helping the ones coming after us. It's about honoring the ones who came before us. Can't you see? That is what it means to be Latino. To fight, to suffer, but to keep moving forward. Porque pase lo que pase, seguimos pa'lante. song. It's one thing. For those of you who were not here before I closed my eyes and went somewhere else, Los Locos is a project that takes original poetry and we test the limits of how far a poem can be pushed into a song without being a song, or how far can a song be pushed into being a poem as a way to repackage a poem in new spaces. So if you ask us to play at a bar, we'll do poetry, but we'll keep you going with bar type of music. If we have to play at a small restaurant where they want something light and not too offensive, sure, we can play something just like that and still present poetry, with the final goal to always push poetry into new spaces. So, if you want to follow us, we're on Instagram at loslocos.dc.